Hey, welcome back, everyone. We have something very special here today. This is going to be, I believe, the first 4 versus 4 here on the channel. I've tried to record a couple different 4 versus 4 games here and there, but unfortunately haven't had any luck with doing that. 4v4s are usually tough. They either have someone lag out, someone rage quit, or they're just super laggy in general. So I haven't had the best luck with recording them, I should say, in the past, but we do have a good one here for you today. So we are playing on the Eindhoven map. We are playing as the Germans. We Jackal's referencing. He's running armored cars, it looks like, and this is kind of going back a little bit here. I've had this one sitting, but this was a little bit after I played the Horton's Frontline tournament game versus Guangxi, and I got absolutely destroyed by armored cars. If you haven't watched that, check it out. Very fun tournament altogether. But yes, we are a combined arms force going against some Soviets, Americans, and Brits on Eindhoven here. 4v4 maps are pretty cool. There's a lot that I haven't actually even gotten to really play because of the situational issues with them. But they're so big, takes forever for your guys to obviously run up and get up to the points. As we can see, we're about 2 minutes in already. Maybe like a minute and a half, give or take. A minute and 15 seconds, whatever. And we're just getting to the center point. We've got some great teammates on our side. We're playing with Pop, Jackal, and Sean the Shepherd. And thankfully, good communication as well. So we got guys going out all the way to the far right already. Jackal said he's going to take point, and we're going to go more towards the left. I'm going to dig in a couple guys, just kind of help here. And we'll continue on our way up and over the causeway here. We're going to try to cut them off straight across the map diagonally. Looks like whoever's on that top side, maybe Pop and Sean, are also coming up against a strong contingent on that side, but looks like they are establishing positions. And with it being a 4v4, we ended up going with 2 Panzergrenadier squads, 2 Grenadier squads right off the rip, and an early half track. You can kind of rely on teammates to fill in the gaps, hopefully, with infantry. We're going to get out of half track pretty early. Get this thing up here. And we're going to try to just dig in along this causeway as best as we can. I want to be on top of it and prevent them from kind of pushing this far in so that we can kind of shoot down on them and prevent them from kind of doing the same to us on our side. I'm going to try to get guys up into this little compound area, little farm. A couple guys spread out. It's like, what was that, Sean? Sean is going to work, I believe, on the side. It's either Sean or Jackal is just absolutely ripping. Yeah, I believe that's Sean with the Kubel. And Pop's all the way out in far right. So we'll easily get this first cap. Looks like we got 2 light tanks coming up, 2 Stuarts. So 4v4 is obviously, like I was saying, allows you to see some different stuff. So whereas we went with an early half track, earlier than normal, I'd say, we're getting 2 very early light tanks out against us. And we have nothing to deal with that. We did go with the Panzer Lehr squads, Panzer Lehr division, so all around west. And this game, I was actually deciding to do something a little different than going with the King Tiger. I actually wanted to play Artie, surprisingly. Never do I ever play Artie, but considering this is a 4 versus 4, I'm sure some of the other guys are going to go with heavier armor to try to deal with, our opponent's counter armor. So I figured, why not? So game plan here is to eventually roll into the Hummel or the Panzerwerfer. So we shall see what we end up going with. I did pull in a Pack 38 for this light armor, but I am just waiting for Doctrine unit to get it. It's going to bring up a 251x17 with a 2cm, but I am CP locked. So now I'm rushing up a couple guys to just kind of suicide them, just so I can get the CP back to actually get a half track, because we need this pack up here to deal with this light armor. And it's nice, we got second spawn as well for the spawn in zones. So 2 really good spawns for us because of our heavy push right from the get-go. And we can see with this now, we'll get the 2cm up, get it out onto the left. Looks like he's pulling over a Stuart to potentially deal with our half track, likely sees it. We're gonna pull that back if we can. I was going to mention this as well. Looks like someone is getting poor FPS as Pop just called out. I do check. Looks like it's Polska right here. High pings, which is a bit rough, but it's the low frames from Polska that's actually the issue. He's got likely higher settings on, so he needs to lower those. If you ever see like lag or someone's falling behind or like low FPS like that, usually it's a setting issue versus like a Wi-Fi or connection issue. So lower settings, please. We've got a huge push coming up on this left. I do not have enough guys out here, unfortunately, to deal with it. We've got a massive hold in the center. We're kind of a little overextended here. But hopefully we can get this 2cm up with the pack. We'll get the guys out of the 2cm. And again, I am holding left shift here in first person, third person. This is third. And as you can see, I mean, we're jumping up in speed. It was going 30 on the road. We're now up to 45. So holding left shift does work. Utilize roads, especially fly. I'm gonna get the Pack 38 up onto the causeway. I do dismount the guys early. I'm gonna bring the half track over to the left, and I'm gonna bring up some Aufklar as well. Aufklara. Let me know if I'm pronouncing it wrong, please. And we're gonna push these guys up. Jackal's calling out a miner, so it looks like they're mining their home point. I didn't actually realize we've pushed up that far already. We're bringing up the pack, trying to get a flank shot on the Stuart. He's got infantry coming in close. Thankfully, the 2cm is going to go for him. Unfortunately here, the pack switches to HE, which is really unfortunate. So we got to waste precious seconds until he gets the first shot on us while we switch. We do get a nice shot on him, though. I do believe we do crew stun him. And second shot cooks his ass off. So the Stuart is down, at least one of them. We still have one up as it internally explodes. And we've slightly stemmed their push. And now with this 2cm and some of the infantry, we did lose quite a few of these guys, though. We're going to start our push, trying to push them back across this open field. I don't want to give them any more ground if I can avoid it. So we'll get a little aggressive here. And we'll also utilize the pack with HE for the time being. But as you can see on the minimap, we are already capping their home point. We are that close, and we've put that much pressure on them that we've got a nice kind of bulge going straight through the middle of the map here, and we're able to cap it. I believe we're actually behind a berm there. I don't really notice it at this point. I actually don't even know what this is. I thought it was just a regular spawn point. But no, it is their home point. So we are cruising. I do like these finest hour maps for the terrain and how they look. Love the Dutch low grounds. I guess it's called low grounds. But Hunter pulls in a Sherman 5. I don't know if the pack can go toe-to-toe with this. He is overshooting. We put up the sandbags. to try to blunt some shots, maybe, if we get lucky. If we bounce, he is backing off to his max range. Although you do have lower frontal plate. We'll spread out the guys a little bit better, especially along the dike there. So we can kind of lay prone on the other side of the dike and just get some vision. I'm going to back off with the pack. I don't think this engagement is necessarily worthwhile. Going frontally against a Sherman, probably not going to end well for me. I'm going to pull out the belt-fed MG42 from this half-track. There's no way I'll be able to repair it at the moment. So we'll at least get the MG42 up. Better MG42 than what the MG42 gunners will carry in the squads. So we'll get that thing up, running. Looks like they are pretty much pushing us out of their home point now. I'm going to crawl up that AT guy. Maybe we can get a lucky shot on the Stuart. And we're just going to move a couple guys around here. Just for a better spread. Yeah, we're doing pretty well so far. We've got 3 straight cap zones to our advantage. We've got a nice coverage across the map. Definitely good teammates. Love to see it. Played with quite a few of these guys before as well, whether with or against. So everyone in this lobby is fairly known to me. Decent players, although I don't really know Polska. As we can see, we are still getting low frame rate. I don't know if Polska's PC, laptop, whatever he's running, can technically handle 4v4s. He should maybe invest in the future if he can. But we're going to repair the pack because it did take some damage. And the other Stuart has moved away, unfortunately. I ping this to see if we can maybe get a couple guys in. Continue trying to decap if possible. And that'll also force potentially more units to go to their home point instead of to different areas. We get the next cap zone as well on our side. All 3, I think, so far have pretty much been in the same location. So that's nice. And I need something to deal with the Sherman. I don't think the pack's going to do it. So I do go with the Martyr. We had plenty of MP saved up. We could have gone with something else. But we are kind of CP locked here. I don't really want to lose too much infantry. So we'll go with the Martyr. Depending on where I kind of place it, I went with the Martyr over the Hetzer. Because of the height of the gun versus the Hetzer. And the Martyr has better penetration at max range, which is 200. They both have the same range, but Martyr does go through a little better, a little easier, maybe. So right here, I'm trying to bait the Sherman forward with the track. Martyr isn't here yet, but if I can bait him up far enough, maybe I can get him in range of the pack. Although he doesn't quite take the bait. We're going to move this thing kind of up the causeway. And I am holding left shift again, although I do drive slightly off the road, so we drop speed slightly. Trying to get the pack in a position where we can get some side shots going. And I'm splitting off the 2 centimeter one way and the Martyr a different way. Could try to bait with the 2 centimeter again, but we do have a slightly angled shot here. We do pen with the first shot, thankfully. See if we can finish it off. We do turret it, so turret's down at the very least. And looks like our AI finishes it off. Not fully, but it is down at the very least. Put another shot in. We do go clean through. Bounce there. Probably try to War Thunder this and aim for the MG port. Trying to hear if there's anything else coming our way immediately. And that one does set it on fire. So we can safely move up the 2 centimeter once again. We are officially at tier 2. And the next spawn is right behind us. So we are incredibly lucky. Unfortunately, the 2 centimeter goes down to the American player. It was a 76. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. We do have options, along with our DP buy. But for now, we're going to pull out a sniper and an officer. Going to get the officer to hopefully spot anything coming our way in the fog of war. And the sniper to hopefully pick off their infantry from long range. And there is a tracked T-34 off in the distance. So we're going to try to get the PAC-38 up. At this point of the game, I am okay with losing the PAC-38. As we get kind of later into the game, it's not going to have the same impact as it would early game against the lighter armor. Now that we're coming up against heavier, Shermans and T-34s and likely Churchills shortly with tier 2 being here. So I'm okay with losing it. It's kind of just taking up CP at this point. And considering I have these couple guys, I'm actually going to take some mines out of the spawn crate here. Some AP mines. And we're going to put them over on the right side. In the off chance that we do lose kind of this position in this area, I want to just have some mines that may slow down our opponents here. So the PAC-38 is up. We're taking some shots at the T-34. Again, trying to get him on the side, but that angled armor is not going to do the same impact. Hardly pen it. I do see his 17-pounder Achilles, though, that I know we can pen. So I'm going to try to move up as far as we can. Hopefully get in range as this guy's coming closer to us. We do just get into range. And first shot, we do cook his ass off. So the Achilles goes down. I am 90% sure that is a DP buy for him, so that is unfortunate on his end. We do have, looks like the 76, I believe, coming at us. And unfortunately, some infantry that was hiding behind the fence in this compound does take us out. But that is more than okay. I would say that PAC-38 definitely paid for itself in terms of kill value there. But earlier we did get another 2 centimeter. We're going to use the infantry that comes with it to kind of reinforce our infantry that we did slightly lose. And the sniper and the officer are coming up here as well. So we'll pull back up the Martyr. We're going to dig in with the boys. A couple different locations. You also have a secondary Panzer squad coming up as well. We're going to try to keep any and all of the MG42s in the back, providing fire support. Looks like there's a 105 howitzer out in the field. And it looks like it's sniped Jackal's officer first shot, which is slightly unfortunate for him. And now we're going to try to put some pressure on this left side. Try to get a little further up and maybe kind of cut their territory by a quarter or so on this side. I'm dropping the weapons from the officer. I don't want him switching over for any reason. Just want him using the binoculars. So we have another T-34. Looks like a Ram. Our STKFZ is just, 221 is just going off into the wilderness without a driver. Spawn doesn't look like there's much. Some infantry. I now feel comfortable enough that I might be able to repair that half track, even though we did pull the gun off. So we will get those two crew over there to potentially do so. And we're just going to continue kind of leapfrogging here, setting up better positions and better foxholes as we kind of move forward. There's no rush on this side. We have a very dominant position, a ton of infantry, a ton of fire support vehicles as well. And we've got a very commanding lead, as we can see. They have not been able to get a single spawn point because of our positioning. But we do have a Churchill. I believe that's a Mark 8, unfortunately. So that is going to be a beast. That is the... If it is a Mark 8, it is the up-armored version. Yeah, it looks to be. So it is up-armored, which is going to be really difficult for us to penetrate frontally. Our best bet is to track it. And then just kind of stay out of its range. Because we won't have anything that'll really pen this and fully kill it for a little bit here. Tiger might do it. Tiger should realistically do it. We could also go with a Stew, but we'll be in its range, unfortunately. And I would kind of like to avoid getting as close as possible. But heavy HE against that, Churchill will take it out. You get a bit of lag, a tiny spike. To be expected, like I was saying, with 4v4s. Usually they do turn into lag fests or someone dropping out. Likely it is still due to the guy who hasn't lowered his settings, so Polska. Trying to go at the Churchill, and I'm going to call out Polska to drop his settings since he has not known his. I mean, you can visually see the frames are very low. And the Churchill is pushing us. This performance drop, I do believe, is him lowering his settings. Because when that happens to me... Oh, lucky shot. Actually, that might be... It's actually not a Mark 8. Mark 7. Thought it was a Mark 8. I'm blind. It's not the close support Vic. It is the regular gun. But it does take out the Martyr, so I do apologize about that misidentification here in the recording. And because we are still experiencing some lag, I dropped my settings down to medium. I don't know if it's anything is on my end, but I do lower them regardless, just to kind of help the overall gameplay experience. We've also got some pretty high pings, which obviously doesn't help. I know Pop, for instance, is across the world from me. I don't know where Host is in relation, but Pop is over in Australia. But yeah, like you said, could also be the Host. Host could be lagging as well. There's a lot of entities, a lot of units on this map, a lot of different burning vehicles, carcasses, whatever. Hunter says he usually doesn't have problems, so I'm not sure. But I will call out that 4v4s are generally just laggy map assets and the like. That's why it's been so hard to get a game. But definitely glad to finally get one up here on the channel. But we do have this half-track re-repaired. But with the Churchill so close, there's no reason to get in. It's just going to immediately die. But we've still got a very nice position here. And at this point, we're 13 seconds away from a tiger. So I am going to hold until the tiger comes. Do the Jagdpanzer 70, 4x70 here. So we have another Panzer all-around west Panzer teammate. We've got a very nice positioning in the center still, with a very heavy push towards their home point. And we do pull out the tiger as soon as we can. So we got a couple Jagdpanzers here, unfortunately, and twos from Jackal that have gone down on the main road. Pushing down that main causeway, which is very tough, obviously. And he can get flanked from either way. The Brit player is making another push on this side. Gotta get this tiger up as soon as possible. I'm gonna try to direct control it for a little bit here. See us quickly jump up to 21 off road while holding left shift. And I'm trying to keep an eye on what's happening up there while direct controlling this guy. But we're gonna just take this dirt road all the way up. Looks like he's focused on the sniper, so I will hop off the tiger real quick just to kind of pull the sniper back into the dike and then kind of run him from there. If he wants to run. He doesn't want to run, so we'll just heal his ass up. Nah, we gotta get him out of there. But back to the tiger, because this thing has to get up. If we don't take out this Churchill, it is going to be a problem. There's no armor on that left side of the map. So they could easily fold this position if they're aggressive. I'm going to pull the sniper back further. Go back up to the tiger. And we do have a Faust in this foxhole. A lot of infantry close by, and he's just out of range. I try to sprint up. I stopped just short. I don't know. Maybe if I didn't stop there, we might have been able to do something, but super unfortunate. We have a couple Vet 2 tank crew laying around up here, thankfully, on the Martyr. So we are going to get them into the Tiger. Get this thing immediately up to Vet 2, at least with one of these guys. We're going to save the other one for the Hummel. But we do outrange the Churchill, so we can kind of easily stand back as the next spawn point is again where we are. Man, that early push that we did is really playing into our favor with these zones. They still have not capped any of them, which means they have not gotten any MP advantage. So we've absolutely been accumulating much more MP than them. We do track the Churchill. Believe the gun is still up. Looks to be the case. And he's given us a side shot on his turret, but those tracks might be an issue, but nope. We'll pen right through it, take out the turret. He has smoked it out though, which is going to be a problem. So now we can't really effectively see it. But we are still okay with our officer here. We did also keep the sniper alive as well, which is phenomenal for us. And we do get another shot through to finish off the crew. This, I believe, still crewable. But we're going to get a second 2 centimeter up here to kind of support the one that we already have up. And we're going to try to now retake our positions. I'm attacking ground with the officer to kind of keep eyes on the Churchill and anything over by it. And there's quite a few tanks coming up in the center. I don't believe we have anything to negate this from our allies, so I am going to expose my flank inside to anything on the left, but we kind of have to deal with these T-34s and help support the push in the middle. We don't want to lose ground here. I do overshoot a little quickly there. I thought he saw me, which is why he started backing up, and I didn't want to risk waiting, so I was hoping that first shot would hit. Second shot also misses. Now the 76 is coming up. We do get a fantastic shot. Take out the gun, and quite a few guys in the crew. It is still up, though, but he is pulling back. Churchill is back up, so now I'm very nervous if he gets that gun up. He's going to be able to put some shots into our side. But that shot there does do some damage. Sniper is slightly out of range, so I'm going to try to get him a little bit closer. For some reason, can't seem to identify any of the infantry in front on our own. Another shot into the Churchill. I'm hoping I can pen him from the side. But we are still bouncing because we are still slightly angled towards him. Do have the second 2 centimeter on the way. Oh man, that poor guy. AP just ricocheted off the side track and just obliterates the guy repairing him. Another shot goes in. Another shot goes in and bounces. We'll unload the Panzerlehr from 2 centimeter and get them up. We're also going to move out the sniper. See if we can do anything in direct control. First person, nope. Still bouncing. And the gun is now up as well. So we are going to have to deal with that. Yeah, Pop is confirming very low FPS. Still the same guy lagging. So it looks like he cannot handle probably 4v4 on the assets. But we're going to pull the Tiger kind of back behind the berm and just kind of shoot over it. I'm hoping to either get out of range, which I believe we might be of the Churchill now, but also kind of protected from anything coming up on the flank. We were a little too exposed for my liking being up on that causeway. We'll let the AI kind of handle shooting for the time being. Although nothing seems to be able to pen this guy, not even from the side. We'll try to get a Panzerschreck up, see if that might be able to do something from the front. Looks like we got, was that a pack on the main road? Seems to be getting hit by Artie, unfortunately. I'm not entirely sure what the call out was for that. Maybe trying to get it out of the way. Ooh, looks like it did just take a direct hit, though. I saw the gun briefly spin around there on the minimap. But we do get a shot through the turret again to the... not really break the gun, but take out his firing ability. Pack does go down, it looks like, in the kill feed. But we are at tier 3. So I just quickly check to see what everyone is getting. We got a Yag Panther. We do have a heavy howitzer, heavy arty piece as well coming in. So we'll hold for a second and just see what else comes out. We do have a Tiger, so I'm kind of okay with still sticking with the game plan of going with the Hummel. I generally like to buy, plan my buys based on what my teammates do. I have a plan at the start of each game, but whether I stick to that plan or not is always kind of up for debate, because I'd rather do whatever makes the most sense or what we need as a team. Big team player. So we could go Hummel, we could also go King Tiger. But I'm thinking the Yag Panther should hopefully be able to take out what we're seeing. Looks like there's a Staghound on the far right. IS-2 sitting there as well. They pull the Tiger back to get some ammo. And we're going to try to see if we can engage Churchill from here. We can. We do detrack it once more. Just as he's getting crew in there. See if maybe we can hit the engine. Nope. We'll surely kill a guy on the ground. Make sure he's absolutely dead. Was that AP round? Probably rips apart his stomach. We're going to bring one of the 2 centimeters over to the far left just to kind of support if need be. And we're going to get one of these extra crew just into the half track. And we're going to throw smokes as the Panzer Shrek is coming up. Just to give our guy some cover as he makes his mad dash across the fields and then into the tiger's jaw of the Churchill. See if we can ram a Shrek down its throat. Sniper is providing cover and fire on the crew that are trying to repair it. That must be very frustrating for good old Hunter there. Every time he gets out to try to repair, a sniper just kills his guys. But Shrek is up, and that does it. A nice Shrek right to the front. We'll take out the Churchill. Not fully, but enough to actually hull break it. I'm trying to get the MG42 up onto the main gun. So if you didn't know, you can go into the inventory. If you do follow what I do typically and take out the belt set at any point, just going in, unequipping, and then re-equipping the rear gun. We'll switch it over to the front. But at the very least, it is up and running. And we are bringing in these Panzer Lair Sturm Grenadiers. This time around, one of our best call-ins, all with STGs. Trying to make a concentrated push through the little village, but we do fall a little short, so we spray out the guys, and looks like there are a couple heavy tanks and heavy arty out on the opposing side. As a big boom comes our way, levels some of this village. We are going to pull out a second officer yet again for more spotting. And I'm trying to pull up the Tiger still behind the causeway to see if I can get some shots onto 76 here. But looks like this might be a little bit tough of a shot, so we're going to just slightly pull back. We do have a quad 50 that rolled up. Let's see if we can maybe take him out with the 2 centimeter here. Looks like he's trying to engage, unfortunate, the 251. So we'll get behind it, take out our own guy, take out our own Vic. But we're going to use this thing for cover. Sacrifice it. Still up, actually. We could recrew it, but we'll use this for cover just to be safe from the quad, just in the off chance he tries to go for us. Sacrificial lamb, if you must. We do decrew it. Hardy piece is coming for us. Trying to set it on fire, but we're unable to. Looks like the IS is down. And at this point, we are going to go with the Hummel now. They got some big arty pieces. Looks like Pop went with the Panzerwerfer 42 on the right side, so we'll go with the Hummel, try to get another static piece up. I'm very comfortable with the Tiger here. And I'm trying to see if we can get spotting on the M4 from our teammates, but no dice. Big arty strike coming in. The Brit player there. Jagd Panther is on the road and exposing the side to that far right. We've got plenty of vision, but definitely not a good place to have that, I would think. Well, what do I know? First time playing this map. Truly. Very cool map, though. But we do have the other officer finally up. So we're going to get him up on the causeway spotting. If our teammates are unable to assist, we will do it ourselves. And we will try to get some eyes onto the 76. Looks like we're just out of range. We'll have to move this guy up slightly. And we do see it. Still sitting in the same spot. So we have a little small building there. It's gonna slightly make this shot hard. So I'm trying to use the officers, so we are attack grounding the tree, which spots everything underneath it, and we do now see the Sherman. We do get first shot there, as you saw, and we do put a shell through it. Second shot takes out the gun. See if we can War Thunder it. Which we can. The 76 is down. Crew's getting out. Let's see if we can put another shot through. Full kill it. We can't. And then we see a Goliath here pull it up on the causeway. We're going to get a little aggressive here. He's pushed up pretty far. He is out of our range, and we don't have vision, so I'm desperately pinging this thing to try to get some eyes on. Know where he roughly was, so we fire. We do get a shot. No idea what we did in terms of damage, and we can't see him now. Gonna try to shoot again once we're up. Straight through, so he likely pulled back, which is super unfortunate. If we had a pair of eyes there, we could do it ourselves, but I was hoping for a teammate. That would have been clutch to get the Calliope out of the way. We'll finally get the Hummel in action. Switching out one of the crew for the Vet 2 crew. There's the Calliope, so he went behind the berm and down. So we'll try to hit him with the Hummel. See if we can do anything with this. I don't know if I've ever bought the Hummel in-game, so no idea how it is. We are slightly off, though. I don't usually like to go... I wouldn't call it a static artillery piece, but, you know, the BP heavy arty. I do enjoy a good rocket arty, though. But just the single fire heavy arties aren't my favorite. I have gone with the Wesp a couple times. I think the Wesp is an exception. That and the Grill. Definitely some good pieces in those doctrines respectively, but I do digress. Ooh, big shot from the Ag Panther off on the right. Let's kill the Su-85 that was pulling up. We do have slight vision on the Calliope, which he does get out, I believe, to potentially repair it. I don't know what the damage is on that thing. Well, we're kind of going back and forth between the two. I know roughly the location of the other arty. I was going to go for the T-34, but it is on fire. Instead, we'll see if maybe we can get a lucky shot on TD in the back. But it goes where it wanted to originally. So that's fun. Still trying to do something to the Calliope. I was hoping maybe we could get a lucky shot and ammo racket. We have an M10 pulling up on us now. Polska hits a bit of lag. Insert elevator music while we wait. And he's gone. So, as I said, 4v4s, man. Nothing beats them. Was set off. The 3-inch. So, what was a 4v4 is now a 3v4. 20 minutes left. This is tough. There's no point in really restarting, I would say, with how established this game is. Just missed with the Hummel there. That would have been nice to get that shot. But yeah, normally with games where someone lags out, you know, it's usually nice to just kind of reset if it's early enough. But I mean, we've got 1,700 score. They haven't gotten a single cap point. We're 21 minutes remaining. We can fight this out. They can fight this out, I should say. Trying with the Hummel again. Oh, just short. Heavy arty is such a fickle weapon. But the Tiger was a higher vet, so we are going to switch out one of the guys to put him into the Hummel, try to get better accuracy. So that should boost us up to a vet 4 immediately. And we are going to continue our slow advance on the left flank, considering it is now a 3v4. Calliope is up. Well, looks like he's getting some pretty nice kills, including a lieutenant there from Jackal yet again. He's just pinging the Yagged Panther, which is unfortunate. We're going to pull the Tiger back up. We pulled it back to get ammo. We are going through our shells here. YP is firing its second barrage. We do hit the launcher with that shot, but it is still firing. And I don't know if we just screwed our teammates over, but it is now taking out the heavy army that we had. So I don't know if that was us. We do turret it. So the main gun is down. Along with the launcher. They are repairing the 76, so we will put a shot right clean through it. And try to go for the Calliope yet again. Someone gets it. And then I run over Sean, unfortunately. We're backing up. Slightly short with the Hummel yet again. Seems like that is the gist of our shots. Just slightly short. Gonna now start our advance through the outskirts of this little village. Little farm area. YB is still repairable. So we're trying to put another shot through. That turret is just tanking everything. Unless there's no way to, unfortunately, hole pen it there. We're going to pull up a drilling. And we have officially started our cap on their home point. So we're going to try to get a couple guys over, including the officer, to help support this push. See if we can end this game. I moved the Tiger over to try to get some better shots on the Calliope, and we do see an archer off in the distance. And we get baited, unfortunately, by the 90 mil sitting on the road, and he does hull break us. That is very unfortunate. Nearly lose our officer there. That wouldn't have been very good. But we lost our heavy tank, so that sucks. Still have the Hummel though. We'll see what we can do against this archer. Maybe we'll get lucky. I'm just short again. Always just short. Drilling is rolling its ass up. A couple infantry hanging around, so we're just going to start peppering, including the guys trying to repair the Calliope. Trying to clear a path. I don't really care if we lose this thing. We do somehow survive a 90 mil shot. Taking out plenty of guys here. I was going to try to roll this thing up on the archer, but we did get taken out early. We got more than enough MP, so we'll pull up a Panther down the main causeway. Another Hummel shot on the archer, and this time we finally get the closest shot we've had. Looks like it goes right under the front grill, so we do track it, do some pretty nice damage. So we finally hit with it. Still don't know if it is worth it at this point, I'd say. Hasn't done much. Couple decent hits here and there. And they still have some arties, so I'm gonna try to get some shots there. Oh, looks like we just missed on the archer again there. Man, lag. But as you can see off in the distance, we are about to win, and it is officially GG. Panther won't even get up here. So hope you guys enjoyed the first 4 versus 4 here on the channel. Definitely fun games. This one was a fun one. 4v4s are definitely different than the typical content. As we're trying to race up the main road going 40. We hit the other Panther carcass and get stopped. Unfortunate. Wanted that final kill. As Hunter says, we're like the 4-vet players, but I digress. So hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more fun content coming up soon.